Hello and welcome to Jim Johnston Reviews the World, where it's my channel, so I'll do whatever the heck I wanna. Now today I'm coming at you with something a little interesting. I'd like to sing a little song for you all today. This is called the Bat Soup Blues. Oh, I'm just kidding. We're not gonna have any songs I can't sing. But what we are going to do today is make something I'm calling isolation stew, also known as hobo stew, or pantry raid stew, or fridge stew. Basically what we're going to do is take a bunch of odds and ends we have sitting around in the fridge, the pantry, wherever you keep your food, and we're going to throw it all in this crock pot, and we're going to make something delicious. So we'll start off today. We're going to have some black beans, some garbanzo beans, some delicious ground turkey. I always use ground turkey instead of beef. That's just me. We got some rolled oats. We got some instant rice. The reason we got the oats and the rice is because in these lean times, I only got about a half a cup of rice left in there. So we're going to bulk it up with some of those oats. We got mixed veg, we got pepper stir fry, and we got California medially. So we're going to get this thing going. I'll be right back with more. Alright, here we are. Get things started. We have a crock pot set to high. It's been warming up for about a half hour. Reason we're pre-warming is because I'm lazy. You're lazy. So we're going to do this whole thing in one pot. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to bust open this turkey. We're going to put it in the pot. And we're going to add some seasonings. And then we're going to start to brown it off. So here we go. Cut open the turkey with my knife here. All right, here we go. Going in with the turkey. Get the extra little bits out. You can hear right away it starts sizzling because I got this crock pot warmed up already. And that's a pro tip for y'all. Whenever you're making something in your crock pot, it's always a good idea when you start getting your ingredients together, go ahead and turn your crock pot on, let it start warming up a bit. It'll just get things moving a little bit faster for you. Rinse my hands real quick. Maybe I'll edit this, maybe I won't. All right. Now, I've been watching TV for a long time and eating my whole life. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take the somewhat immortal words of one Mr. Alton Brown, and when we're doing our cooking here on Jim Johnston Reviews the World, we're never going to miss an opportunity to add flavor to our food. So first thing, garlic. This is a mythical spice. Actually, it's the most popular spice in the world, but it's fun to say garlic instead of garlic. Alright, we're going to go with just a pinch, just a little pinch, or just a little shake of seasoned salt. Alright, we're going to go with some oregano, also known as oregano. Nice shake of that. And I don't measure my spices at all. So these are just suggestions, a shake of this, a shake of that, a dab of this, and a dab of me. All right, we got some chopped chives. Nice little bit of those. And what else do we want to put in here? Let's see here. I got a bunch of spices here, so we're going to throw all the kids in the pool, I think. Definitely some chili powder. We'll probably put this in a few times because this stay-at-home stew is actually kind of a meat and veg chili. So we're going to go in with some of that. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to add some more spices off camera. We're going to add cumin, cayenne pepper, black pepper, basil leaves, a little bit of minced onion, and some cilantro and parsley flakes and black pepper. I'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. Alright, we're back. I've added my dashes of spices, and we got two more things I forgot to mention we're going to add to this, and that is liquid smoke. I'm going to add several dashers of that. This one's actually almost gone, so I think I might just finish it off here. Luckily, I got another one in the pantry because we're going to want a little bit more of this later on. All right. Then we got some Worcestershire sauce, Westchester, whatever you want to call it. Give that a good shake. Always give your sauce a good shake before you put it in. We'll go about 4 nice dashers of that. That was 4 to me, yes. All right, you can see we got our... actually, you can't. We'll be right back. All right, you can see down in there, I've added all my various spices and seasonings for now. There'll be more to come later. And here, we're going to give it our first stir. Got the meat starting to brown off real nice. And we're just going to keep stirring this, breaking up the meat, letting it brown off for about the next half hour or so until we have some nice cooked, broke up, ground meat. All right, we're back from outer space. Now it's been about a half hour or so. We've been browning up the meat. I've been stirring it with the lid on. We're taking the lid off, stirring it about every 10 minutes or so. And we got some nice cooked turkey meat here. And now it's time to stewify it and add in all the ingredients. Let's go. All the kids in the pool. All right, we're going to go with the full can. Garbanzo beans, juice and all. We got that. Now we're going to go with the steamed mixed vegetables. Veggies. And the California medley. Now I took a look at this, and everything is in pretty good bite-sized pieces, but if you open up a bag of veg and it's not in little bite-sized pieces, feel free to dump it out and cut it into smaller pieces. So we got that. And then we got a full bag of pepper onion stir fry. I love these. Get these at Dollar Tree for $1. It's actually pretty much cheaper than you can buy whole fresh veg. And they last quite a while in your freezer. And maybe someday I'll show you my deconstructed stuffed pepper stew that uses multiple bags of these. It's another delicious crock pot recipe that I make. But that might be for another time. Right now, we are making isolation stew, aka fridge stew. Alright, there's all our veggies. I'm going to hold back the 2 cans. We got 2 cans of black beans. I'm going to go ahead and hold those back for about another 90 minutes to 2 hours while all these vegetables start to cook and soften up. Because these canned black beans, they're already a little bit, or mostly cooked actually. They're certainly not dry. And we don't want them to get too soft and start breaking up in the stew. So we're going to hold those back until later. One last thing. One nice big bay leaf. And here's a pro tip for y'all. Don't buy a little tiny name brand bay leaves in the spice section of the store where you get about a half dozen, maybe a dozen tops bay leaves for what, $5, $6, $7, $8. Go to the ethnic aisle in your store and you can get a big bag of nice big bay leaves in your ethnic aisle for about $2. And it'll easily be a year's supply of bay leaves, even if you put a nice big one in every super stew you make, which you should. Anytime you're making super stew, definitely should have a bay leaf. Or if you're roasting off in a crock pot, whole chicken, chicken breast quarter, or chicken leg quarters, or chicken breasts, always go in with the bay leaf. And you can get that in your ethnic aisle, save a lot of money. You can also get your cumin, your dried minced onions, your coriander, your oregano, your turmeric, all these spices that becoming much more common here in America to cook, but have been used around the world for centuries. You can buy them at a fraction of the price for much larger contexts in the ethnic aisle of your local supermarket, or better yet, if you have one around and you're not on quarantine, aka a little bit in the future, go to an ethnic food store. Japanese food stores, Asian food markets, oh man. It's a sight and smell and sound experience. Have fun with your food, travel with your food, and enjoy things. Now we're going to let this cook for about 90 minutes, and we'll be back, let you see how it's coming along, and add the black beans. Hey, welcome back to Jim Johnston Reviews the World, where it's my channel, so I'll do whatever the heck I want. And today, we're still cooking that isolation stew. So we're going to warm it up, round it up, and do a little isolation stew salsa. Staying nice and happy and warm and cozy on this rainy, gloomy day. So it's been a couple hours since I last checked in with you. We had all the ingredients in, ready to cook. This thing's been doing its thing, and I've been stirring it every once in a while. So let's open it up and see how she's looking. Bam. Oop, probably shouldn't use that turn. Might get a copyright strike for that. Alright, so it's cooked down pretty well. Where's my spoon? Things are looking good. Now, some of you might have noticed earlier that I didn't actually add any liquid to this besides what was in the vegetables and the beans, the canned beans. So I wanted to see how this is going to cook down, because again, we're going for more of a stew, more of a thick, fork-ready type of manly, stick-to-your-ribs type of food than a thin, wimpy soup. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But this is looking like it could definitely use a little bit more at this point. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to add in some homemade chicken broth. And this is from some chicken I made a couple weeks ago. So I'm just going to dump that in. And you can use anything. You can just use plain old water. Kind of boring. Like I said earlier, never miss an opportunity with your food to add flavor. That's just, here's another pro tip. This is the show full of pro tips. Whenever you're cooking chicken, slow cooker, making chicken, beef, not so much beef, but definitely chicken, veggie soup, anything, where you're going to have that liquid, that cookie liquid when you're done. Well, instead of pouring that in your garbage can or putting it in a coffee can and pitching it out or throwing it down your sink, save that. Save that liquid, run it through a strainer, and then save it. You can freeze it, you can keep it in your fridge. It's wonderful, and it's like having free, in this case, chicken broth without all the sodium and chemicals and other crap that comes from the stuff you buy in the store. So alright, there's your pro tip for this part. And now we're going to go on with those black beans, juice and all. Again, this is kind of a easy / lazy person / however you want to describe it meal today. One pot, no washing of extra stuff, and no need to rinse or whatever. That black bean juice is going to give us some added flavor. It's also going to help darken this stew, make it look a little bit better. Hopefully that scraping wasn't too loud. That's all that. Alright, we got one more can. Remember, we had 2 cans. Here we go, can number 2. Now if you're looking at this, now we have plenty of liquid for this stew. Plenty of liquid. Finish this off. Alright, we got all that. Yeah, we got all that. Stir this up a little bit. Now this is looking lovely. Still a couple hours from done, but we're getting there. And this is the thing, you can cook this thing on low, put everything at the end of the day. If you have someplace to go, something to do, you can cook this on low and just let it chill out all day. It doesn't really matter. One of the great things about crock-pot cooking is that you can't really mess it up. You can't really ruin it. I mean, if you accidentally dumped in like a whole salt shaker or a whole bottle of hot sauce when you don't like things hot, it's really, as long as you got liquid and some heat, this vegetables will just cook and further break down a little bit, but it's really hard to ruin making stuff in a crock pot. Alright, so we're also going to, this time, we had that cayenne pepper in there earlier, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to want to add some some pepper sauce to that later, some hot sauce. That'll be in the next part when we give her a taste test. But to curb all that, to curb the heat and the garlic and the pepper, all those spices, we're going to come in with just a nice healthy squirt right there of honey barbecue sauce. This is a store brand version of the very popular name brand. I don't buy much name brands. I keep the money in my pocket and buy the generics. Alright, this is looking like something here. Now I'd say I'd like to do this for about another 2 hours at this point. Let those beans soften up a little, let these garbanzos soften up a little more, and just let those veggies continue to cook down a pinch more. I'll tell you what, it does smell absolutely amazing. But we're getting down to the nitty gritty a little bit, and again, the rice would go in about a half hour before you wanted to serve, because this is more of an instant brown rice. But because like I said earlier, I don't have a lot of rice, we're going to augment that with some oats. So right now I'm going to get about 1/3 of a cup piled over of instant oats and sprinkle those in, because we have this. These are going to take a while to cook and set up. And I think I actually want to go with 2 of these 1/3 measuring cups. And really I was just I had a 1/3 measuring cup handy and didn't have to clean anything. Again, I hate doing dishes by hand. And so that's why we went with the 1/3 cup. Whatever. So we got 2/3 of a cup of oats. That's going to go in and really start to thicken this up. That's going to take care of most of our carbs. And that's the thing. This is a 1-dish meal. When we're done, you know, if you could sprinkle it with some green onion or some cheese or extra hot sauce, obviously. But this is just meant to be an easy thing. Cook it up, serve it up, eat it, have a full warm belly. You got full nutrition here. You got your vegetables, you got your protein, you got a nice complex carbohydrates between the old-fashioned oats and the brown rice. Very little salt, very little, or actually no actual sugar added, because this barbecue sauce doesn't have any sugar or that evil high fructose corn syrup in it. So this is going to be a real nice healthy thing for you or your family. I'm going to be eating this probably for most of the next week, which is good because, you know, things going on in the world right now. I'm a poor man to begin with, so this has made things even harder on me. No sob story, but just being honest. And so this is going to really help me out, give me a lot of dinners over the next week when it's all said and done. All right, look at that. That's looking wonderful. I'm telling you folks at home, it smells amazing. And we're going to clamp the lid back on. And we're going to let this thing go a couple more hours or so. And we'll be back at you when I think it's about ready. And we're going to do a little taste test, throw in the brown rice, and then after that we'll give it another half hour. So about 90 minutes to 2 hours right now. All right. We're back here on Jim Johnston Reviews the World. We got our isolation stew bubbling away. A little bit of the bubbly. We're going to give it a look, flip the lid, see where we're at. All right. Where's my spoon? Here we go. I got a wooden spoon. Tell me the movie. All right, let's give her a stir. Looking delicious. Oh, people at home, this is why we need smell-o-vision. This stuff smells amazing. It really, really smells great. Look at it. Thickened up. That's those oats in action. Look at this. This looks wonderful and smells even better. And you know what? I was going to put rice in it now, but again, like I've been saying this whole time, this is about cooking food, making it easy and having fun with it, not taking it too seriously, going with the flow. And I really think we might not add the rice. I might save that for another meal. I think the oats, the 2/3 of a cup or a little more of oats might have done the job. All right. this is looking great. I'm going to set my wooden spoon aside. Grab a clean regular spoon. I'm going to spoon a little bit out and blow on it for a second here. We're going to see how she tastes. That's looking delish. Look at those black beans. We've got a piece of corn there. Now let's see where it's at and see if we need to add anything else to it before we finish it up. Nice. Taste of garlic. A little bit of heat. Definitely a taste of garlic, strong garlic. I'm going to come in, just another shake, light of seasoned salt. I almost always use seasoned salt instead of straight salt, because then you're using less salt overall. And specifically things like ground celery seed and such that they put in this, really, to me, it really kicks the flavor up, you know. Spoiler alert, that BAM seasoning that a certain celebrity chef used to use was just seasoned salt with cayenne pepper added. And then he sold it for $10 a bottle. Anyway, got a little extra seasoned salt. And let's see here. I'm going to go with a little bit of Southwest Chipotle. This is a salt-free seasoning. It's a generic version of a Mrs. Dash. So I'll give a little bit of that. I like smoky flavors, things of that nature. And then, here we go. Speaking of that celebrity chef that shall go unnamed, we're going to kick it up a notch with a little bit of generic red hot sauce. I like heat. I like, probably 3 out of 5 alarm, Enough that it gives me a little tingly in my tongue and back of my throat, but not so much that it lights me up. So that looks good. Let's grab that wooden spoon again and stir her up. Oh boy. Oh, from this hot sauce and that Southwest seasoning, that really did kick it up a notch. This is smelling wonderful. I'll tell you what, folks at home, I've been working on this all day for you. Real time. No fancy network kitchen or anything like that. This is just me cooking a meal for you in a pot. And I'll tell you what, at this point I am pretty much hungry enough to eat at Arby's. And so this is looking and smelling wonderful. Yeah, you know what? Definitely, I'm going to go ahead and skip the rice. I think with the oats, it thickened it up enough. We got enough complex carbs. That's the thing. On this, it doesn't have to be oats. It could be instant rice, regular brown rice, regular white rice. You can go with quinoa, tapioca pearls if you really want to get exotic. Barley. Maybe even you could go in with a package of gnocchi. You'd only want to have those in about a half hour before you serve them, because they'd go past cooked and done to perfection and doughy. But there's so much you can do with this, and that's the whole point of this video, is just trying to help you all at home think outside the box a little, make something simple and delicious, and have a little bit of fun with your food. I'm going to give this another taste here and see where we're at. Hot. Ooh. That was hot in terms of heat, not in terms of spicy. But that sauce did bring the heat of the spice up just a little bit. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to clamp the lid back on. We're going to let it go for about another half hour or so. And then we'll be back for the final tasting. But before we go, we're going to have a regular feature here on Jim Johnston Reviews the World, if and when we make more videos. And this is called Plugs and Upcoming Events. Well, there's no upcoming events, but plugs. This is a cooking video. Let me plug a couple cooking channels that I'm a fan of. First one being Alton Brown. You've heard me quote him earlier. I've been watching him for, over 20 years, maybe close to 30. Putting the age on me, I don't know. But somewhere in the 90s, he started with his TV show Good Eats. He has his own YouTube channel now called Alton Brown. He's hilarious. He's entertaining. He's informative. Check him out if you've never heard of him. Also check out Cowboy Kent Rollins, because my next video may very well be my own take on one of his videos. And also check out one of my favorite people on YouTube, even one of my favorite families in the world that I've never met personally. Check out Snow Dogs Cooking. That's Jess and Jamie from Gone to the Snow Dogs, the Snow Dogs Vlogs. And in a non-cooking relative to the Snow Dogs family, check out RFS Dan. And actually, while I'm filming this right now, in the background is Dan Takes the Game Show playing, where RFS Dan, your host with a hawk, he hosts a really fun and funny interactive Skype call-in trivia game show. He's a great guy, so check him out. And then also check out Simon Miller. He's a pro wrestling guy, and he's a lot of fun. I really enjoy him. So that's the plugs for this week, or this show. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll be back in just a few with the final taste test. All right, everybody. We're going to do the twist, and it goes like this. Just kidding. We're having a lot of fun here in the Jim Johnston Reviews the World studios, making this wonderful one-pot, easy, fun meal for you tonight. And here we go. I think it's the end, my friend. I think it's time to eat. Let's pop this puppy open, drain that extra water back out, and see what we got. Isolation stew. We're all going a little crazy from the Woo flu. And let's see what we got going on. All right. It's a little sticky on the sides, which is probably a good thing. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look what we got here. Let me stir this up. Oh, yeah. Folks at home, I really wish, I've said it before, I really wish you could smell this. It smells magnificent. Look at this. And this is what we're all about here on the cooking videos of Jim Johnston Reviews the World. Having fun, doing a little bit of talking, and enjoying life no matter what our circumstances are. Get that bay leaf out of there. That's done its job. Thank you, Mr. Bay. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. Time for some service. I got a nice little repurposed microwave plastic bowl here. We're going to serve up some of this bad boy. How's that looking? Yeah, yum. Ooh, it's hot. Whew. I licked the ledge. Don't do that at home. It's not healthy. Especially if you got more than just Jim. Look at this. Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff. All right. Isolation stew. This will keep you from going stir crazy. It'll cure what ails you. And it'll fill your belly versus it'll fill your belly with yummy goodness. One take on all these. If I mess up, I'm leaving it in. All right. I'm going to put a little cheese on top just for fun. Yeah, that looks delicious. Maybe a pinch more. Yeah. And I'm going to garnish, because I'm a pro chef and all, with some chopped chives. Let's see what we got here. Look at that. Whoop, almost spilled it. Look at that. Yum-o. That's going to be good. Now, we're just going to let it cool off for just a second. Now, everybody, in these time of needs, I want to remind you, this is my PSA for the evening. Wash your hands. be sure to wash your hands, because if you don't, the government will kill you in your sleep. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh boy, this smells so delicious. We got this cheese instantly melting on top. Look at that stew bubbling away. I'm gonna get a spoon here, a little bit of cheese, a couple of those pieces of chopped chives. Let me blow on it. The cheese is dripping. Oh yeah, let's see what we got here. Really hot. Didn't burn my tongue though. Cheesy on top. Oh, that was delicious. Let me take another bite and blow on it. That's yummy in my tummy, baby. So here we have it, folks. The one pot, fun, do what you want with the recipe. You got my basics. You have fun. And hey, if you check this out and you like it, like my video, share and subscribe. And furthermore, hit me up down in the comments. If you make your own version of isolation stew, tell me about it. Tell me what you thought of it. And that's it for now. This is Isolation Stew. Delicious. I'm Jim Johnston of Jim Johnston Reviews the World. And we'll be back at you again with another video. Or maybe not. We'll see. Bye-bye.